Hi everyone, welcome to Digital Blast Gaming. I'm Spencer H. And today we're going to talk about silk distribution theory and prediction that I have. And we do have some big news. And the first that I heard of it was actually in our Discord, in the Ivy League Discord. That's where I'm usually hanging out at. And right here it says, everyone, any real silk you earned is now, or any silk you earned, test silk, is now real silk. Like Spencer H predicted. I've been telling all my guys in IVL, look, I'm pretty sure any of this test silk, they're going to make it real silk. And there's a couple reasons for that. And there's also some other stuff that I think is also going to happen as well. Okay, so we're going to get into that, and there's some fundamental processes to distributing a coin. Okay, and if anybody's been through a coin launch, they'll know that there's some fundamentals that have to happen with some of these things that actually happen. Okay, and we're gonna pull up the Twitter right here from SpiderTanks. It says, in case you missed it, test silk equals real silk. So there you go. There's the double confirmation there that has happened. Now, the next thing that I think is going to happen, and I'll give you the reasons why I think this is going to happen, but I really think there is some more silk to be distributed. And what I think they're going to do is, I think they are going to hook up the early supporters. Now, they said they were going to do something for the early supporters. I guess you could say test silk is real silk is the early supporter thing, and that helps, right? The main reason, and that I want to talk about why they're going to distribute even more to everybody, is in most tokens, if you're going to launch them, they want to have an ecosystem running, and they've said that they want to have an ecosystem running. And I just brought up a pie chart just as an example. I'm not saying that this is exactly what they're going to do, but this is a rough looking to describe an example of what they're going to do. Okay, so we know that some of this, if this was a whole, you have to have liquidity. This is the main thing right here, is liquidity. You got to have liquidity. I'm not saying they're giving anything to their devs or any of that stuff, but and based off of what they've done with other coins and how they've distributed, especially with like Town Coin, we'll take a look at some of those numbers too. But let's just look at this logically and say, all right, if they distributed some of this silk token right now, I'm gonna say, I kind of did some rough numbers based on what people have and based on the numbers of players that's out there. I'm going to say they probably only have a couple 100,000 silk that's probably out there if this test silk is going to be real silk. Okay, they're going for a soft cap of 100 million, and this is right here in their light paper. So I believe they could create some more, maybe not, but 100 million is not very much, but depends, if they have a small ratio of this going out. They've also said that they want to go way conservative. Bitbender said this. If you pay attention to the AMAs, they want to go conservative on this coin. When they launch this coin, I believe they have kind of said, hey, we reserve all rights to roll this back too, not roll the whole blockchain back or anything like that, but to put a halt on it like they did the Town coin. But they're going to do it earlier, right, if they see a problem, because they don't want people gaming the system and guilds running away with it. Like, I've heard them say that, and God bless them for that. That's great. I get it. So it just hurts everybody, if there's a funnel of money running out of the system here and it's not being reinvested back into the game. So when they do this, that's my estimate is roughly, based on the amount of players that we have. There might be around 200,000 test coins sitting out there. And these are just numbers that I've based off of looking at things. There's only about 200 players. It has picked up now that everybody knows that their silk earnings is on. So I can't remember how many people it looks like had played so far at the end of the day, but it was way over the 200. I think we were pushing about 300 today, it looked like, and I can get those numbers from the the record. So if you go in towards the end of the day and you haven't played any matches, right, it's going to come up and it's going to say 0, and it's going to tell you what place you are, and it'll say like 275. Well, okay, that tells me 275 players have played, right? So at least, so you're somewhere in that mix. You know, could be a few more with zeros that had never won a game, right? That's possible. But then what I think they're going to do also is, my big prediction is there's going to be more to be distributed. And how are they going to distribute it? By playing? No. I think they might put some more out there to early players. And what I mean by is early supporters, like if you own tanks. Now the reason I say this is because they got to get out more than 200,000. Like what we got 10 days to launch, and let's say, you know, I mean that's not very much. Let's say somebody really awesome with some legendary stuff is pulling off 20 coins, right? So 20 silk times 10 days, that's 200. Yeah, if every player did that times 200 equals 40,000 more silk, right? So I'm not worried about it, like 300,000, maybe 400,000 silk on the top end of it. But what I'm going to say is that's not enough liquidity in the market to make things operate, right? I think there needs to be a little bit larger balance than that, maybe not, but I feel that there would be. So I think that maybe if you own some spider tank stuff, like tanks, weapons, any of the props, stuff like that, maybe not the props, they might just do tanks, who knows, but I believe they'll probably drop some spider tank coin. They did this for Mirandus, and that's why this totally gave me the idea that they might do this again. All right, so based upon the rarity that you have is what they might be dropping you. Now, this is just my prediction. This is how I feel that they might do this based on how they've done things in the past. It just kind of using logics here is what I'm doing. Not saying that it's going to happen, but it sure looks like it's going to happen. You don't want the market to freeze up, and you want things to flow, so you definitely you got to have some more token out there than that probably to start it. Is just my best guess. I could be wrong. And the town coin, you know, I'm not sure. They distributed some stuff to the nodes and stuff early, and some other players got in there, and it was basically just off of the rarities and stuff, and how much you would earn off of the ones that they chose that could earn, right? So that was interesting how they did all that, but sorry for the notifications there, but that's the main reason that I say that they're going to do that. Now let's go look over here at Towncoin real quick, and we just want to look at what are the numbers. Like, they're circulating supply, so the max supply is supposed to be it looks like 1 billion, and they have 273 million out right now, and it's 27%, right? So I mean, let's think about this. So if we're only putting out 100 million on the spider tank coin, right, and I think most of this all got distributed through play to earn, right? So some people are going to earn more than others, right? And you got to kind of keep upgrading to be able to earn more and more and more. The players that already have the higher rarities, they're not going to have to upgrade as much, but it's going to take them more to upgrade. So there is a grind to the top, right, to get that done. Now, they said they were going to go conservative. You know, it looks to me like any of the records that they have on CoinMarketCap for Town is like came out around 17, 18 cents, kind of boogied its way there for a few days here, about 10 days, 13 days, and then at 30 cents, then shot way up, and then it really hit its high, $2.23. That was on 11/29, and then it's just fallen ever since then because they didn't have an economy put in place. So they want to kind of curb that. So we don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens with this, but they know they have damage control ready to go for this. So that's kind of my prediction. I think that they're gonna drop some more token out there just to get the supplies rolling and flowing. They've got to create some type of a market. They got to get some liquidity out there, because you don't want things to come to a grinding halt either. So just based off what they've done in the past is kind of what it looks like that they're going to do. I've been telling my guys that, hey, this test silk will probably be real silk, and they did it. So let's keep an eye on this and see what they do next. And you know, tell me what you guys think in the comments down below, and we'll see you guys next time on the next one. Have a great day.